it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whacked, Premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
I'm just pulling up, I don't know what this money been doing to me. I just been buying foreign cars and blowing bands on jewelry. And I'm pulling up with that.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, shout out to Wentz, man. Shout out to Wentz. You know why I'm saying shout out to Wentz? Because he has a backbone. I wasn't sure Wentz had a backbone. I actually thought he was pussy. I thought he was sweet. I thought he was soft. So to see Wentz finally have a backbone, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? It really is, because eventually you got to be fed up. I don't give a damn how trash I'm playing. If I'm Carson Wentz, this is unacceptable, this is disrespectful, and will never be forgiven. You gonna replace me with a second backup quarterback? Now, you know, lately, I've been getting a lot of shit for defending certain players who shall remain nameless, and all of a sudden, bigging up certain players who shall remain nameless. You know, it's like people call me flip-flopper, and you know, people got disrespectful things to say, but they won't pop that. They won't pop that shit in a live stream. You know, they hide in my comment section where I really don't feel like clapping back at them. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But the one thing that I didn't flip-flop on, the one thing I stayed consistent on, is Carson Wentz isn't that good. He's not. And I told y'all 3 weeks ago that he wouldn't finish the season as a starting quarterback in Philly. Like I said, when Morpheus Fisk offer you the red pill, take it. Now, what I want to say is this. I'm not knocking Carson Wentz for sucking. I'm not knocking Carson Wentz for being trash, because half of it's his fault, the other half isn't. The same pass I give my quarterback, I'm willing to give Carson Wentz slightly, just slightly, because he doesn't have any help. The only difference between my quarterback and Wentz is Wentz gets paid a boatload of money. And when you get paid a boatload of money, I don't care if they put the guy selling popcorn in the 5th row at wide receiver. I don't care if they get the guy chopping cheesesteaks in the freaking food truck to play wide receiver. You gotta make it look good. So if you're wondering why I sound so wishy-washy in this video, it's because I understand both sides. It's like, on one hand, Carson Wentz is terrible. He ain't worth the money. He gotta go. But on the other hand, if I'm Carson Wentz, what have you done for me? My offensive line is trash, my running backs are average, and my wide receivers are garbage. So when Big Fist takes both sides of the story, when I see both angles, when I understand both sides of the story, you know what that means, people? It's time to divorce. Because if I could sit here and say, you know what, Howie, you know what, Jeffrey Lurie, Dougie P, I understand why y'all want to get rid of Wentz. I get it. And if I can go and sit down with Carson Wentz, pop a few cold ones open, kick my feet up and laugh with him and kick it with him, and understand why he feels betrayed, that means both sides have failed. That means this marriage is not going to work. A divorce needs to happen, and prenuptial agreements in this case weren't signed. Because, sorry, Philly, you should have made Wentz sign that prenup. Wentz is going to leave with a whole lot of money when you divorce him. This is one expensive bitch that you should have kept. Because you know, they say it's cheaper to keep her. You know how many miserable men there are out there who stay with their disgusting wives because they're too expensive to lose? This is kind of what the Philadelphia Eagles are. It's like, damn, I want to get rid of Wentz, but it's going to cost me what, $50-60 million in March or whatever. Ain't Wentz guaranteed like $50 million? He's got like a base roster of 35, and then he's got like a a $20 million workout bonus or bonus just for being on a ride. He got some shit coming. All right, he ain't hurting for money. Put it that way. So when the Giants traded Odell, they had to eat 17 million, and then I believe 10 million. When the Pittsburgh Steelers and traded Antonio Brown, they had to eat like an $18 million cap. So it's like they paid his salary to be in Oakland. So what they're gonna have to do, what the Giants did, they're gonna have to do what the Steelers did. They're gonna have to trade Carson Wentz and eat the cap. The Philadelphia Eagles got their swagger back with Jalen Hurts. For some strange reason, whenever Carson Wentz is the quarterback, the Eagles have no swagger. They don't have any confidence. Wentz, you'll look good in blue and white. You'll look real good in blue and white, bro. Go to Indianapolis. Go to a team like, I think the Patriots are going to keep Cam Newton. I just have a hunch the Patriots are going to keep Cam Newton. But you know what Carson Wentz will look good at? Look good in San Francisco. Because I know they ain't bringing back Jimmy G. These are just, those are just two places that come to mind where I think Carson Wentz, he'll look pretty good wearing that gold and red. He'll look pretty good wearing that blue and white. There's a team that just got their ass beat on Saturday Night Football by Josh Allen. You look real good in that blue and orange, wouldn't you, Wentz? There's places that might be able to fix Wentz. There's places that Wentz will be better off playing at. The question is, what is Philly willing to give up to get rid of Carson Wentz? Because the 3-4 first rounders that you could have got, if you listen to Fist Vegas, if you listen to Morpheus Fist 3 years ago, you could have got like 3 firsts and 2 twos for Carson Wentz. But that ship has sailed. Now you're going to settle for a first round pick. And that sucks because in the NFL, you can't trade salary caps. The Saints tried to do that. The Saints tried to do a salary cap dump to get Clowney. The Saints tried their hardest to do a salary cap dump to get Clowney. It didn't work. The NFL doesn't want this to become the NBA, where NFL teams are trading away draft picks to get rid of salary cap. They don't want to do that. So I highly doubt the Eagles can maneuver the salary cap. They're gonna have to eat Wentz's salary one way or the other. But my top 2 choices, top three, because San Francisco, Indianapolis, and Denver, their records aren't bad enough to get one of them top tier quarterbacks at the top of the draft. That's why I said Jacksonville, the Jets, leave that alone. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm the Jets of Jacksonville, I might go after Wentz because Wentz is a proven commodity. See, here's a question, people. Let me ask you a question. I want to ask everybody a question. We saw how great Wentz was in 2017, so I'm gonna end the video on this. Let me ask you a question. If you're the Jets right now, if you're the Jaguars, let me ask you a question. You saw how great Wentz can be in 2017. You saw how great he could be the last 4 games of the season last year. Is Trevor Lawrence that good? Is Justin Fields that good? So what I'm trying to say is, would you rather take the unknown college kid or try and fix Carson Wentz? Because my thing is, if you mess around and get the right offensive coordinator for Carson Wentz, you bring him back to 2017 level, like Shanahan can do, like Frank Reich can do, like a great offensive guy like Pat Shermer can do. You got you an elite quarterback with no growing pains. So that's just a little food for thought. So, let y'all think about this Sunday morning. But anyway, I'll see y'all when I go live for the second half of the Chiefs and the Saints. That's it, that's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.